Havenwood was a town steeped in history. Ancient oaks lined its streets, their branches intertwining like skeletal fingers. A sense of quiet melancholy permeated the air, clinging to the weathered, clapboard houses. The town square, once vibrant, now held an air of forgotten grandeur. At its heart stood the House of Shadows, a testament to Havenwood's shadowed past. The mansion stood on a hill overlooking the town. Its silhouette against the setting sun was a chilling reminder of its ominous reputation. The once grand facade was now crumbling, the windows dark and empty. Ivy climbed the walls like grasping claws, obscuring the secrets within. An aura of unease surrounded the house, a palpable sense of dread that kept the townsfolk away. Generations of Havenwood residents had whispered tales of the mansion's dark history. Stories of strange noises, unexplained lights, and spectral figures had been passed down through the years. Children were warned never to approach the house, lest they become another victim of its curse. The very name, House of Shadows, evoked images of ghostly apparitions and unspeakable horrors. The mansion had stood empty for over a century, a monument to a tragedy long past. Its darkened windows seemed to stare out at the town, a constant reminder of the secrets hidden within its walls. The wind whistling through the broken panes sounded like mournful whispers, adding to the house's eerie atmosphere. Havenwood held its breath, forever haunted by the House of Shadows. The Whitakers were a prominent family in Havenwood. Their wealth and influence had shaped the town for generations. They were known for their lavish parties and their philanthropic endeavors. Their sudden disappearance had shocked the community and left a void that had never been filled. The circumstances surrounding their vanishing remained shrouded in mystery. One fateful night, the lights of the Whitaker mansion went dark. No one saw the family leave, and no trace of them was ever found. The doors were locked from the inside, and there were no signs of forced entry. Their belongings remained untouched, as if they had simply vanished into thin air. The townsfolk whispered of foul play, but no evidence was ever uncovered. Rumours began to circulate about a hidden curse, a dark secret that the Whitakers had kept hidden. Some believed they had angered a supernatural entity, while others whispered of a secret passage leading to an unknown fate. The truth remained elusive, lost to the passage of time. The mystery of the Whitaker disappearance only added to the House of Shadows' sinister reputation. The disappearance of the Whitakers cast a long shadow over Havenwood. The once vibrant town became shrouded in an atmosphere of fear and suspicion. The House of Shadows stood as a silent testament to the tragedy, a constant reminder of the family's unsolved fate. The mystery continued to haunt the town, fueling the legends and whispers surrounding the abandoned mansion. A group of friends, drawn by the tales of the House of Shadows, decided to explore the abandoned mansion. They were thrill-seekers, eager to test their courage against the unknown. Armed with flashlights and a sense of youthful bravado, they set out to uncover the secrets hidden within the mansion's walls. They were eager to prove the legends wrong, to debunk the myths that had haunted Havenwood for so long. Among them was Jack, the skeptic. He scoffed at the stories of ghosts and hauntings, dismissing them as mere folklore. He believed there was a logical explanation for everything, and he was determined to find it within the House of Shadows. He saw the challenge as a test of his own rational mind, a chance to prove that fear was nothing more than a product of overactive imaginations. The other friends, Sarah, Emily, and Ben, were more open to the possibility of the supernatural. They had grown up hearing the tales of the House of Shadows, and a part of them believed in the stories. They were excited by the prospect of encountering something otherworldly, of experiencing the thrill of the unknown. Their anticipation was mixed with a healthy dose of fear, adding to the excitement of their adventure. As they approached the house, the air grew heavy with anticipation. The setting sun cast long shadows, making the mansion appear even more ominous. Jack, despite his skepticism, felt a shiver run down his spine. He couldn't shake the feeling that they were stepping into something far more dangerous than they had anticipated. The House of Shadows seemed to watch them, waiting to reveal its secrets. Section 4. Entering the House of Shadows. The heavy oak door creaked open, revealing a dark and dusty hallway. The air inside was stale and cold, carrying the scent of decay. Cobwebs hung like macabre decorations, and the silence was deafening. The friends stepped inside, their flashlights cutting through the darkness, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. The House of Shadows welcomed them with an unnerving stillness. As they ventured deeper into the house, the temperature seemed to drop. A chill permeated the air, clinging to their skin like an icy shroud. The floorboards groaned beneath their weight, each step echoing through the silent halls. The shadows danced in the periphery of their vision, playing tricks on their eyes. The house seemed to be alive, breathing around them. The furniture was draped in white sheets, giving the rooms a ghostly appearance. Portraits of the Whitaker family stared down from the walls, their eyes seeming to follow the friends as they moved. The air was thick with a sense of history, a palpable weight of the past. The house seemed to hold its breath, waiting for them to uncover its secrets. The friends moved from room to room, their flashlights illuminating the decaying grandeur. Each room held a sense of sadness, a lingering echo of the family that had once lived there. The silence was broken only by the creaking of the floorboards and the occasional whisper of the wind through the broken windows. The House of Shadows was slowly revealing its secrets. Section 5. Whispers in the dark. As they explored the upper floors, the friends began to hear strange noises. Faint whispers seemed to emanate from the walls, their voices barely audible above the creaking of the house. The whispers seemed to be calling their names, beckoning them deeper into the mansion. Jack, despite his skepticism, couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. They seemed to be coming from all directions, surrounding the friends in a chorus of unseen voices. The air grew colder and the shadows seemed to deepen. The friends huddled closer together, their flashlights casting flickering beams of light into the darkness. The house seemed to be closing in around them. Sarah swore she saw a fleeting shadow move across the hallway, a dark figure that vanished as quickly as it appeared. Emily claimed to feel a cold hand brush against her cheek, a touch that sent shivers down her spine. Ben, the quietest of the group, became increasingly agitated, his eyes wide with fear. The House of Shadows was beginning to reveal its supernatural presence. Jack, trying to maintain his composure, dismissed the whispers as the wind whistling through the broken windows. He attributed the cold spots to drafts and the fleeting shadows to their overactive imaginations. But even he couldn't deny the growing sense of unease that permeated the air. The House of Shadows was testing his skepticism, pushing him to the limits of his rational mind. Section 6. The Library's Cold Embrace. They entered the library, a vast room lined with towering bookshelves. The air was heavy with the scent of old paper and dust. A grand fireplace dominated one wall, its hearth cold and empty. The room felt colder than the rest of the house, the air thick with a palpable sense of dread. The library seemed to be the heart of the House of Shadows' secrets. The friends spread out, their flashlights illuminating the titles of the ancient books. The shelves seemed to stretch on forever, filled with forgotten knowledge and untold stories. The silence in the library was deeper, more profound than anywhere else in the house. It was a silence that pressed against their eardrums, a silence that seemed to hold its own secrets. Suddenly a book flew off a shelf, landing with a thud at Sarah's feet. The friends jumped, their hearts pounding in their chests. They shone their flashlights on the fallen book, its pages filled with strange symbols and cryptic writing. The air grew colder and the whispers intensified, swirling around them like a vortex of unseen voices. The library seemed to be coming alive. Jack, his skepticism wavering, tried to find a rational explanation. He suggested a draft, a sudden gust of wind that had dislodged the book. But even he couldn't deny the unnatural feeling in the room, the sense that they were not alone. The library held them captive in its cold embrace, waiting to reveal its secrets.